Hey kids, Albert Einstein once said, "I know not with what weapon World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." Those are the words that Albert Einstein spoke after the explosion of the atomic bomb. Before the atomic bomb, it's World War II. France has the largest army in the world, but not the strongest. Italy is economically weak. Britain just intercepted a message going to Mexico from the Nazis that said to declare war on the United States. The Soviet Union just becomes corrupt and joins the Nazis, and for their silly decision, the Soviets get invaded by the Nazis. Like, really bad. And who is to blame for all of this? Look, none other than Adolf Hitler. Hitler had a deep hate for Jews because he believed that Jews were the main reason why Germany lost World War I. Now, time for an overview of what happened. France has the largest army. Britain saved America by intercepting a message. The Soviets became corrupt. Italy doesn't have much money. And finally, we have the people that started World War II. Anyways, time to talk about the atomic bomb. The first test happened in Alamogordo, New Mexico on July 16th, 1945. That's the first time the United States knew they had a bomb of mass destruction. In the picture, the bomb is named the Fat Man. No reason. Probably because it looks like a freaking spaceship. Like, I mean, come on, you can't tell me you see a difference. It's literally the same thing. Anyways, here are the bombs that were dropped. The Little Boy and Fat Man. One looks like a submarine, the other looks like a spaceship. As for the dates that the attack happened, the first hit was in Hiroshima on August 16th, 1945. The next was Nagasaki on August 9th, 1945. You can see the destruction that the bombs caused in the pictures, but don't let your eyes deceive you. The real killer is the radioactive fallout that can cause genetic defects, radiation sickness, and increased rates of cancer. As for the amount of deaths, in Hiroshima, 20,000 soldiers and 70,000 to 126,000 civilians died. And for Nagasaki, at least 150 soldiers and 129,000 to 226,000 civilians lost their lives. Alright, what you guys are going to watch is a simulation and an explanation of what the atomic bomb did and what happened.
And to bring you this story, we interrupt our program.
An American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima.
The White House has just made an important announcement on the war.
Buzzing with the news of the atomic bomb.
We knew the world would not be the same.
We have now added a new and revolutionary increase in destruction.
Aren't sure yet what hit the place.
On August 6, 1945, at 8:15 in the morning, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. As modeled here, the atomic bomb, codenamed Little Boy, was the first nuclear weapon dropped on humans. It was an attack during World War II, and there was no warning given. Carried by a B-29 warplane, the bomb was dropped from about 31,000 feet and fell for 43 seconds. It exploded about 1,900 feet off the ground. Inside the bomb, a controlled explosion created with high explosives propelled a subcritical mass of uranium-235 down a long tube, similar to the barrel of a gun, where it collided with a second subcritical mass of uranium-235. The collision triggered a nuclear fission chain reaction, which detonated the bomb. It detonated with the same force as 15,000 tons of TNT, forming a mushroom cloud about 60,000 feet tall and releasing radiation into the air. The explosion resulted in a flash of blinding light, followed by intense heat, killing an estimated 80,000 people instantly and destroying nearly every building within 1 mile of the epicenter. Fires caused by the explosion's intense heat lasted for days, destroying more than a 4 square mile area from the epicenter. Over 50% of the people that were killed died of burns. Many of those that weren't killed by the flash burn, blast, or fire died of radiation poisoning. Others were trapped in rubble, and thousands were injured. The health effects, including cancer and birth defects, have been felt for generations. 3 days later, another atomic bomb, made with plutonium, was dropped on Nagasaki, killing at least 74,000 people. A nuclear weapon has not been used on a civilian target since.
The Japanese have seen what our atomic bomb can do.
It's almost beyond the comprehension of mere human.
I realize the tragic significance of the atomic bomb.
And even now, after hearing many times the description of this new weapon, its capabilities continue to tempt human imagination.
Here are a little bit of behind the scenes work. Alright guys, here's a little bit of behind the scenes work. Right here we have like different sound effects and the amount of clips I had to use. There's actually a lot of work that goes in from behind the scenes. Very simple stuff that you can miss, such as different sound effects and me having to get everything into sync. And I have to use scripts. I literally have a script on my phone next to me on making this video, but overall it wasn't too painful. It took around like 4 hours, but I had nothing else better with my time, so I'd say it was a pretty good time spent. But yeah, on to the outro.